Open-world games are those in which players have the freedom to explore a vast and expansive environment, with no restrictions on progression or specific paths to follow. They are typically characterized by rich and detailed worlds, filled with secrets and activities to be discovered. That's why today I bring you the 20 best open-world games you need to know about in 2024. The year 2024 has barely begun, and it already has a game that promises to be one of the best of the year, Rise of the Ronin. The game is an exclusive for the PlayStation 5 and will be released on March 22nd. The game is set in Japan in the 19th century, during the Edo period.
If the drum drives the rhythm, then the river directs the flow.
Let's do this, together.
How many mountains must you move to alter the river below?
Let us not forget the pain of Master Shoin and the countless others who have suffered.
Black Myth Wukong is an action-adventure game with RPG elements. The player takes on the role of Wukong, an immortal monkey who is banished from paradise for defying the gods. Wukong then embarks on a journey to redeem himself and find his place in the world. The game features challenging Souls-like style combat, with powerful enemies and epic bosses.
The Keeper of the New West. Welcome, the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for? Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Tell me then, is my kind destined for extermination?
You're driven by grief, not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
The story of Dragon's Dogma 2 takes place 1,600 years after the events of the first game. The protagonist is an Arisen, a human who was resurrected by Dragon to defeat his killer. The game will be set in an open world, with a vast landscape to explore.
The horrors of the fell dragon.
Charge and
Here's my chance.
If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here?
When 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found.
Why dost thou fight?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Star Wars Outlaws promises to offer a complete open-world experience, with a variety of planets to explore, from classics like Tatooine and Hoth to unknown new worlds. Players will also be able to choose how to play, being able to opt for a more aggressive combat style, or a more stealthy and strategic style.
I want that fighter stripped for parts by tomorrow.
On it. All right, Nix. Let's go get paid. That worked.
Boss, because he knows how to handle the Empire.
We cannot trust those. This is getting bad.
Let's try this out.
The story of Stellar Blade takes place in the not-so-distant future, where the Earth is in ruins after a global invasion that drove humanity from its home. The game's protagonist is Eve, a young warrior who wakes up with no memories in a devastated world. She sets out on a journey to discover her identity and save humanity from extinction.
이 레거시는 믿을 수 없어요. 그렇죠? 그렇다고 말해줘요.
여기 있는 누구도 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어. 모두 버려진 거야.
그건 신상 모독이에요. 릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야.
Islands of Insight is a promising puzzle game that offers a unique gaming experience. The game is challenging but rewarding, and the open world is vast and Awakening is an open-world survival game with RPG elements. Players will be able to explore the vast and dangerous planet of Arrakis, the only place in the universe where it is possible to find spice, a valuable substance that gives supernatural powers.
Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing.
Ashfall is an action-adventure game with RPG elements. You will be able to explore a vast world full of dangers, face fierce enemies, and use a variety of weapons and skills to survive. In the game, you take on the role of a survivor who leaves the bunker in search of an artifact known as the Creator Core. This artifact is the key to saving the world. Project Grey is an open-world action RPG that looks to combine the best elements of acclaimed titles like Horizon Zero Dawn and Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. From the first, he borrows the large settings and the tribalist theme. From the second, the disturbing atmosphere and the simple but visceral combat. Boasting graphic quality and personality, the game can easily be placed between the AA and AAA categories even though it is in an earlier stage of production. Crimson Desert promises to offer a complete and immersive action RPG experience. The game will feature a vast open world to explore, an exciting story, a dynamic combat system, and a large number of customization options. It is a promising game that has everything to please action RPG fans. Code: To Jin Yong is a new open-world RPG produced in Unreal Engine 5. The title requires attention to new generation graphics and dynamic combat, with emphasis on real-time transitions. It is an open-world game that allows players to freely explore the vast and grandiose world of martial arts. Wonder Woman will be an open-world single-player, and will have a system called Nemesis. The game will have a dynamic open world, which will allow players to explore the island of the Misra and the modern world. Players will also be able to use Wonder Woman's combat skills to defeat enemies and solve puzzles.
You are a hero, but you can be more. You can be a leader. You are Wonder Woman.
Where Winds Meet takes place in a fantastic world divided into 3 regions: the land of Xia, the kingdom of Feng, and the icy lands of Xian. The player takes on the role of a swordsman who, after being defeated in battle, is sent to this hostile world. Honor of Kings World is an open-world action role-playing game set in the universe of the popular MOBA Honor of Kings. Honor of Kings World's gameplay is inspired by open-world games like The Elder Scrolls and The Witcher. Players will be able to explore a vast world full of secrets, complete missions, fight enemies, and interact with other players.
I 一直在做这个梦。
以绝望挥剑。
一直不停地战斗。
Project. The Perceiver takes place in a vast open world full of secrets. Players will be able to explore forests, deserts, cities, and more. The game is focused on action, with intense and challenging combat. Players will be able to use a variety of weapons and abilities to defeat their enemies.
那就再唱下去吧。 到底是人活进了戏里，还是戏本就因人而在？
为何执意要起兵戈之祸？天下易主，救星不存，你还能为何而战？大唐之命系于4年，人在则唐不灭。
ArcheAge 2 is an open-world MMORPG and takes place in the same universe as ArcheAge, but 500 years later. Players take on the role of an adventurer who must explore a vast world full of dangers. The game features state-of-the-art graphics, made with Unreal Engine 5. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn is a promising game that combines action, RPG and fantasy elements. The game appears to be fun and challenging, with an interesting story. Combat in the game is based on a combination of action and strategy. Players will need to use their skills and weapons wisely to defeat enemies. Chrono Odyssey is an action MMORPG, with a dynamic and intense combat system. Players can choose from 5 different classes, each with their own abilities and play styles. Battles are challenging and rewarding, and players will have to use all of their skills to defeat their enemies. In Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, players take control of 4 members of the Suicide Squad: Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark. The group is sent on a suicide mission to kill the Justice League, who have been possessed by Brainiac, a conquering alien.
These are still ringing after that last Bonnie.
What is that? Australian for hangover?
I believe.
Stupid alpha target. Who are we supposed to be killing again?
Whoa. Look, it's Superman. The mighty Superman has just rescued that pilot.
What a show-off. Beat it, Spandex! We're on a top-secret assassination mission here!
The Precinct is a third-person action game that mixes elements of shooting, chasing and investigation. The player can explore the city freely, using weapons, vehicles and special abilities to face criminals. The game also has a melee combat system, which can be used to defeat nearby enemies.
Bank robbery in progress. Harbor Mutual Bank on Mercer Street. Shots fired.
83 Adam, show us handling. Responding code 3.
Police are engaged in a dramatic shootout. We could be in for a police pursuit.
Suspect is now on foot.